So this is our suction side of the settlement tank, and if you'll notice, I put a little 45 down here to give me a little kick up towards my trench, and I'm using this black PVC pipe here because it gives me a nice sweeping connection so my water can flow nice and easy in this upward curve. I'll hold that for a second. And now I can set it down. So we're just going to backfill a little bit around here to stabilize the settlement tank so we can start plumbing the bottom drain. When you're doing some backfill, it's always good to add a little bit of water to help with the compaction. Give me that tamper, please. And I got the level still on here, so if it gets knocked out of balance, I can take a look at it and make quick adjustments. Okay, hold on, hold on. Nick, take that around. So as you work your way up, you want to just add a few inches of soil, add a little water, do some compaction. My main objective at the moment is just to stabilize the unit, which we've done, and now we can start the bottom drain plumbing right now. I'm gonna take that. Okay, as you see, I'm just gonna scrape these burrs off of here. So when I go to glue this together, I don't have anything holding me back. You want a simple burr like this, messing up your glue connection this far underground, if you know what I mean. All right, let me give you a little explanation how I got to be exactly where I'm at right now. When you go to do the bottom drain circuit, you want to get everything in place. My settlement tank is stationary, so I can't move it, and I don't have any play right there, but I have play back where the bottom drain's at. So what I did is I put a piece of pipe from the bottom drain tunneled under the wall. I have an elbow coming upwards, and then I have this pipe that you just saw me cut. Now I lined it up, I have everything roughed in, which means I cut all the fittings that I needed, and I kind of just barely pushed them together to get everything aligned. So now that I've made this cut and cleaned up the edges, you'll notice that I'll put this sweeping elbow on there, and I'm right in line with this guy, and I'll be able to lift up my bottom drain and glue it together just like that. And I can push everything towards the settlement tank because that's my stationary piece. So it's kind of important. You don't want to, if you glue this part, it'd be hard to get this fitting to glue into here. So that's the process of which we did it. But let me climb out of the hole and I'm gonna explain to you this assembly that I have up here and why it's important. Okay, I wanna give you some pointers on this before we glue it all together, because this can go easy or it can go really hard. And so I want it to go smooth for you. But to give you some explanation, our 4-inch bottom drain line is coming up, and before it connects into the settlement tank, we're gonna have what we call a knife valve. So you can see that, see how we close it like so? There's the knife valve. Now what this does is when we want to service the settlement tank, we can shut the system down, turn the pond off from the settlement tank, and we can do our cleaning in there. When it's time to be running, we would open the system back up so we can fill through there. So this valve is critical to making this easy to clean. Now, I mentioned before, I kind of roughed these fittings in. I kind of knew what size I needed. And so I cut these fittings and I formulated them all together. And I went down in that deep hole, and then I made all my cuts, okay? Okay. So I have a rag to knock down some of the dust. Typical plumbing on all your PVC fittings here. Give it a little twist as you put it in. And you want to hold it for a second. Okay, so I can glue this directly into the settlement tank at this point, and that's going to be my next step.